If you're a creative business owner who is too scared to run paid ads because you can't afford the risk of your product or service not selling, then I'm going to share with you today a simple, proven ebook sales funnel strategy that'll help you feel confident that you can never go wrong with paying for ads. This is Hexotica, the podcast for unconventional creatives building self-reliance, online income, and the alternative lifestyle of their dreams. I'm Christine Rice, marketing mentor, and this is episode 47. An ebook sales funnel could become your hardest working employee. Here's what many creative business owners fear the most. And it's the reason why they may completely avoid ever running any paid ad campaigns at all. If you're paying for advertising to give away something for free, like most people do, then every new subscriber is going to cost money, right? So that means that the faster you try to grow your list, the more your ad expenses grow, right? So how do you, as a small creative business owner, make your ad campaign sustainable when you're just starting out or you don't have a big ads budget? Now, as a marketing mentor who worked as a freelance social media manager for over 9 years, I've worked with many 6- and 7-figure online business owners, marketicians, I call them, who used this ebook sales funnel strategy. They used ebooks as a way to increase their authority as experts in what they did and what they know, and to pay for 24/7 evergreen ad campaigns that drove all of their traffic to their email list. I helped them with many parts of this funnel, right? From validating it first on social media before they put the ads behind it, to setting up the tech, the landing pages, to experimenting with the copy, to writing the ad creatives themselves, and to writing even the emails that delivered the ebook. I'm also just about to launch my own ebook sales funnel using everything that I learned and what I'm about to share with you here. I love writing and I love automated funnels. So this strategy is kind of a sweet spot for me. And I think that you'll love it too when you hear how much it can do for your creative business. So first, let's talk about one of the big noob mistakes, which is running ads straight to a product or service. Don't do that. Losing money on paid ad campaigns when you're just starting out is the fear that a simple ebook sales funnel can help you completely demolish. So it's a way of selling an ebook where the cost of your ads is always going to be a bit lower, and you're never going to worry about losing money because every dollar that you spend on the ads is a good investment. The maths are going to math. Okay, it's going to work out. You see, the trick here is that you're not making the selling of the product or service directly the goal of the ads. And that's what so many people do. They think they run an ad straight to the thing that they want to sell, right? But that's not actually how you should do it when you're first starting off, unless you are doing tangible products, which are really beautiful. Okay, but if you are selling a service or a course or a digital thing, that's probably not going to work for you because you have to have a really, really juicy, good offer and to do that. Okay. But if you're selling an amazing handcrafted diamond ring, which is just like, oh, so beautiful, and it grabs people's attention because it's just so gorgeous, then you can probably run ads straight to a product. But for most people, it's just not going to work, right? So when you're getting started as a small business owner, it's a really risky bet to put an ad campaign that you can't afford to take, right? And it's why many small business owners complain that ads don't work for them because they're trying to run ads straight to a product. And they've only measured the success of their campaigns by how many sales they got right away. All right. So don't do that. Instead, here's how savvy money-making marketicians run ads. So instead of running the ad directly to a service or product, a better way to start running those paid ad campaigns when you're new to online business, when you're just figuring out what you want to sell, or it's not selling that well yet, or when running paid ads just feels like gambling or pissing money up a wall to you, which it does to most people that try it for the first time. It's to focus not on sales at all. Focus instead on getting email signups and growing your email list, right? So this is a great way for new online businesses to plant the first seeds toward their profits that may take a little bit longer and come a little bit down the lane, right? That's why we want to say planting seeds, because that's what kind of email signups and getting these things happening is, growing an audience first, right? We can grow that into something bigger later down the track, right? So this is where selling a digital ebook with a simple ebook sales funnel comes in. So you might be wondering, why an ebook? What if I flunked out of English class? I hate writing, and I'd rather poke an eye out than use AI to write something, right? What if you, why not a digital product? Why not something else? You might be wondering. It's because ebooks are very easy, inexpensive, and very fast to create. You can create one over a weekend on any topic, no matter what you sell. Even if you're selling candles or you're selling, handmade jewelry or an app, whatever it is that you're selling, you can make an ebook on it. And I'll give you some examples and ideas for how to make them a little bit later in this episode. For now, though, here's how they can help your business in a very big way, especially if you're new to online business, or if your audience is very teeny tiny or you're trying to grow your audience, or you're not making as much money as you'd like to right now. Because when you price these really low, ideally under $27, they are an easy buy-in for your customers. They're an easy yes. So people don't need to have a huge amount of trust in someone to buy a $7 or $9 ebook, right? They'll buy it without knowing you. So ebooks do not cost that much. So even if the book sucks, it's not a big loss. Very few people are going to go through the hassle of asking for a refund on a $7 ebook, right? Unless it absolutely sucks and they're really, really angry and they just want their money back, or, they hate it so much and they hate you for selling it. So ebooks are a great way to create new customers, to build trust, and to have an easy yes with a sale, like an easy no-brainer, right? So if you make them worth it, then you're going to have a happy customer who might buy something bigger down the line, right? So make some actual effort to show people you've made something unique and worth a few dollars and hours of their time. Don't use AI slop. I don't advocate for that. I love writing. I think AI can be a useful tool, but I absolutely hate things that are written with AI. And it seems like everything these days is being written by AI. And it's very easy to tell after you get used to seeing the same types of phrases and cadence over and over again, right? The way I think of it is AI, it may save you time, but it will cost you your reputation. So don't do it. And finally, the best thing about the ebook is that when you have it in a sales funnel like this, it eliminates the cost of the ads altogether while building your email list at the same time. All right, so let's get into how an ebook sales funnel works. Tripwires, slows, and autos. So I'm going to explain this first. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll show you the visuals later. So first, I'll explain it. It works like this. You run the ads not to the ebook itself, but to a free email, lead gen, opt-in, or newsletter about your product or service. And then from there, you add an extra web page called a tripwire, a slow, or a auto. So here's what they are. Okay, so a tripwire offer is when after your new subscriber gives you their email address, you send them to a thank you page, right? You place the ebook paid offer on the thank you page. So instead of just saying, oh, thanks for subscribing, go check your email, make sure you check the spam, you're saying instead, oh, I saw that you're interested in this newsletter or this lead gen thing that's about such and such topic. Would you be interested in my book, right? So you have your book there on the thank you page. This is called a tripwire offer. Okay, so stay with me here because I'm going to explain the self-liquidating offer or slows. Now, this is not a different offer. It's how the tripwire functions. When a Tripwire offer pays for the ads that you ran to generate those email signups for your free thing, the Tripwire is working as what we marketers call a self-liquidating offer, or SLO, S-L-O. You aren't profiting off the sale of the Tripwire, okay? But you're recouping what you paid for in the ads, right? So you never want to run ads to a free thing without something for sale further into the funnel. And an ebook makes the perfect, fast, easy to create, inexpensive kind of thing to have in order to do this, right? Then, of course, the real benefit is that you now have a growing email list at either a break-even cost or you're making a tiny bit of profit. So you can make little tweaks to the email opt-in and to the Tripwire or self-liquidating offer so that you can make conversions a lot more easily. Usually copy, design, psychology, making the offer a bit juicier. But if you really want to make a profit off of this, then you add the order bump. Such a cute name. An order bump is a single, much smaller offer that sells just below the ebook on the checkout page. If you've ever gone to buy something online and you see a tiny little box with a check just below the form, and it's asking, would you like to add this as well? Yes, yes. And it's usually something below $20, and it's usually very relevant to the main thing that you're about to buy. That checkbox is called an order bump. Okay, so far we've got your ad, your email sign up page, your Tripwire page, and then the order bump. And if they buy the Tripwire, you can then add a one-time offer or OTO. Now, you've made back some of the ads cost with the Tripwire. And maybe you've also sold a few of the order bumps. So you're sitting pretty now, but you might not be making a lot of money, right? It's usually not enough to make a big profit if you're just selling the Tripwire and an order bump, right? But you've made a new customer who is very interested in the things that you've been offering so far, right? So why not add another web page to show them another product or service that you can provide for them and that they might be super keen to buy, as they were with your newsletter offer and with your Tripwire and maybe even with the order bump. Okay, this is a super keen buyer. Might as well strike it while it's hot, right? So after the checkout page on what would be the Tripwire confirmation page, you instead slide in another web page with what we call a one-time offer, or OTO. This is usually something really good that's in the range of $50 or above. Usually $97 is a very popular number that you'll see for a one-time offer. And the reason why it's called one time is because you usually are presenting it only in this funnel after a buy. It's like a one-time thing. You will not see this again. Buy it now or it's gone. That type of offer. Now, if your new customer says, oh, yes, please, to your OTO, that is when you not only are building your email list for free, you are also making a profit. Well done. This is how online businesses can make serious money when their funnels are converting really smoothly. So it takes time and expertise to make this happen, of course. And that is incidentally what most marketing mentors are really good at, and what they usually are helping a lot of their customers do is to set up these automations so that they are profitable and they can run ads and you can grow your email list at a profit. That is what a good sales funnel strategist would do. And it's something that I love doing myself when I help my clients and customers. So this is what makes a funnel a magical money-making machine. So what makes an email sales funnel really work is not only just killer offers. So offers have to be really good, right? But it's part creativity, it's part math, and it's a lot of buyer psychology. You really have to know what your customers want in order to make this good sales this way. But if you can do that, it can become an additional income stream for your business. And it's not just selling the ebook, just paying for the ads and building your email list. This is a real opportunity here to build something that can automatically make a lot of money for you in your sleep, especially if your ads are running 24/7 and you've got an evergreen offer there. And for all your new email subscribers that you got that did not buy anything, Well, you now have them on your email list so that you can nurture and wow them, keep them in your world, and sell them products and services later on down the road in the back end. So it's a win-win situation. And that's why funnels are so popular and why I am such a big advocate of them. So here's how an ebook sales funnel can help you grow your audience on a shoestring budget. So an ebook sales funnel can effectively reduce the risk of running paid ads. It's a very savvy way to get familiar with paid ads, a savvy way to get your head around Meta Business Suite, a savvy way to build your audience, and a savvy way to build your email list fast. And it's a savvy way to build your first paying customers. You don't have to worry about whether or not your products or services sell as long as those ads are gathering email addresses for you, because you can serve them later on further down the pipe in the back end, right? And you don't even need to make that many tripwire sales to cancel out the lead generation campaign, right? Now, I have even better news for you here. And that is that the email sign-up campaigns for lead generation are the cheapest kinds of ads to run on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Meta charges you less to run this type of campaign as opposed to a campaign that goes straight to a service or product. That's another thing to keep in mind and why email lead generation is one of the best paid ads campaigns for a new business or a business without a big paid ads budget, right? Now, when you stop thinking about ebooks as content and you start thinking about them as customer acquisition assets, then the role that they play in your business changes completely. These are not just products, right? These are actually like little sales machines that are working to grow your business bigger. Okay, so you might be wondering now, how do you create an ebook sales funnel, especially without using AI, right? Well, first you got to create the actual ebook, right? So I recommend using Canva. Canva really can't be beat for this project. It has some beautifully designed templates that you can easily customize in an easy drag and drop kind of way. It's so easy to use and the templates are amazing there. It will make it super simple for you. If you're not familiar with Canva, you can also just hire a virtual assistant from a platform like Fiverr or Upwork to put the ebook together for you. This is one of the most popular types of services that VAs can offer and do. Next, you'll need a small bit of tech using your website or email service provider combined with a PayGate service. So you could create a simple Stripe or PayPal link for free if you've already got a website and an ESP, email service provider, right? Like MailChimp. If you've already got those two, then all you really need is to make a pay link with PayPal or with Stripe. Easy peasy. Or you could use a software subscription service like Thrivecart, Stan, or Gumroad. After that, the setup is as follows. A landing page for your free offer or newsletter signup. This is where you run the ad traffic to. A thank you page confirming that the person who has just given you their address is now on your email list. And then this is where you tell them thank you and go to check your email box. Make sure you check the spam. But instead of just saying adios here, you present that ebook offer, right? And you say, hey, since you're interested in this topic, if you'd like to read all about it, I've got this ebook for you for $7. Go and grab it now. And then after that, you can have your one-time offer. So the one thing that you'll see here is that the ebook should be relevant to your free offer. It should be on or around the same problem or interest, right? Otherwise, it's going to feel like it's coming out of nowhere and things are going to feel weird for your new subscriber. So don't do that. So make it relevant to the free thing that they signed up for in the first place. So for example, if you're selling an ebook, you might want to offer an audio version, a video version, some templates or some notes, a diary, like printables that can go with it, that kind of thing. So here's what I am doing as an example. If you were to sign up to my free Money Manifesting Witchcraft newsletter today, instead of just a thank you page directing you to go to check your email inbox, you would get my tripwire offer. So you get all 10 emails of the newsletter in a beautifully designed ebook right away instead of having to wait the 10 weeks, right? Now that's an offer that might appeal to someone who doesn't want to wait, right? Selling speed is always a good way to make an offer more enticing, not the drug kind, right? But to make the offer more tempting to someone who has the patience of someone willing to endure a freaking timeshare seminar in order to get the free vacation, like those are some patience of steel, right? Then you need to make it more. So what I'm adding to it is an order bump that's going to be an audio recording of all the money affirmations in the newsletter as well. So now I've added both speed and convenience, and that makes a better offer. All right, so let's get a little geeky now. For those of you who may have heard of a tripwire and a one-time offer or a self-liquidating offer, I wanted to show you something a little bit extra, going the extra mile so that you can kind of geek out with me here. Now, this is what an ebook sales funnel looks like visually for my YouTube viewers. I am showing you a software funnel that is a funnel simulator. This one is used to calculate the different percentages of conversion for each part of the funnel. This is a software I use called Garu. It's handy for helping me work out the funnel math because once I know what percentage of my new free newsletter subscribers are buying my book, then I can ramp up my Facebook ad spend to turbocharge the whole process. So once you get it working, you really want to throw some money at it and make some more money at the other end, right? It becomes a little bit like an ATM. So I do not want to do that, though. I don't want to put any more money into the ad campaign until I work out the right percentages of subscribers and buyers for each stage of the funnel, and they need to meet the industry benchmarks or above. So the ebook sales funnel industry benchmarks are currently 5% for free offer signups and 2% for tripwire buyers. But keep in mind, that is entirely based on general estimates. It's the bare minimum to try to at least match when you are running a lot of traffic to the funnel. Now, you could be a unicorn and do way better than that if you're lucky and people love your stuff, or you're really good at marketing, right? If you're a marketician. But the benchmarks are good to know in case you're way below, because then you know you need to really work on the offer, the design, or your copy to make it convert a bit better first. You need to at least meet those benchmarks first. Now, you want to check the offer itself. You'll need to check the copy, the tech setup, all the little tweaks that are going to come after you get it up and running and testing it, right? Ideally, you want to test your ebook sales funnel with organic traffic first from social media or from SEO or from your existing email list, okay? That's always what I'd recommend, as you don't ever want to run ads to an absolute lemon that you've never even sold at least once, right? Always try to validate your offers before you put time and money into them. And by validate, for those who don't know, it means that you are sure that people either really want it or you've already sold it a few times, so you know that it sells. But the takeaway idea here that I want you to remember is this. When you're new to online business, your first product or service doesn't have to be just something that you sell, right? It can be a foundational asset that is as important as building a website or setting up an automated email welcome sequence. It's an important part of the online engine that funds your business growth. So if you're thinking, okay, Christine, I get the strategy. So what do I do and how can I actually build this? Where do I build it in? If that's what you're asking now, I've got you. Personally, I recommend either Go High Level or Systeme.io because both of them let you have landing pages, checkout, email, automations, and sales funnel all in one place. They're all-in-one softwares that have got stores, blogs, websites, funnels, email, all of it. And so if you use one of those, then you don't have to duct tape together 6 different tools like web pages, payment links, email delivery systems, and everything, right? You can sell an ebook and use all the tools in one spot. So my personal recommendation is if you have an existing business and if you already got the budget, then invest in Go High Level if you want something really robust and long-term, right? This is a steep learning curve and it's not cheap. It starts at like $97 USD a month, but it is for serious online business owners or service providers who really want to go deep with their marketing. If you're not interested in the marketing, you want a solution that's easy to use, less bells and whistles, less learning curve, then I would highly recommend Systeme.io. You can start with Systeme for free. And then the next tier is like $17, and the next tier after that is $45. And their most expensive all-in-one premium tier is like $97. So that's the graduation point where you'd probably want to go high level if you're paying that much. But Systeme is a lot more affordable, and it's very easy to use. It's got a high reputation. I definitely would recommend that. There are other all-in-one sales funnel softwares like ClickFunnels or Kartra, but I tend to see the best reviews and recommendations around Go High Level and Systeme at the moment, as of July 2026. These change all the time, right? There's always like a new player or something goes wrong with one of them, but these are the ones that I would recommend and invest in right now. So if you'd like my help setting everything up, here's what I can give to you to help you get started. Click the link in the show notes or in my YouTube and join my free newsletter, The Creative and Unconventional Marketician. This is one of my special themed limited series 10 email newsletters. So this one is for ambitious creatives building digital businesses who are ready to move beyond the free traffic marketing strategies like core content, social media, SEO, and AIO, right? The Marketician newsletter is for funnel and paid ad strategies. So it's for the slightly more advanced creative business owner, right? So if you're still a complete noob, then I would recommend joining the Creative and Unconventional Entrepreneur, especially if you are still working out what business ideas or business models will suit you and your lifestyle goals. That is the newsletter that can help you get started. But if you're more advanced with that, if you've already got a business and you're looking at automation and more advanced strategies, and if you're interested in learning about Guru, then join the Creative and Unconventional Marketician. All right, lovely gut. So I hope that has inspired you to go out and make your first ebook. This is not even this. There's so many more things that you can do with an ebook, right? This is just what you can do with it on your own site. But in the future, after I get my ebook sales funnel up, I'm going to come back and do another episode or two on the other places that you can sell an ebook, because there's so many out there, right? So I hope this has inspired you, given you some ideas, given you the tools or recommendations to get started. Check the show notes of the podcast or the YouTube video to get some links to the helpful things that I've mentioned if you are keen to get started on your ebook. And if you enjoyed the episode, as usual, leave a hex yeah on the YouTube channel or on any of Hexotica's social media channels. And I will see you next week, where we are going to be talking about ADHD time management, because it's a thing, y'all. Okay, have a great week. And until I see you next time, bye.